Well, I love the London music that come before me time. Got the new vibes, got me wicked, it was back in the 85. Whether the punk or roots or culture, I could lip up or grime. So I take a little trip on the Victoria line, and I trip a tip, I read it down in a Brixton.
About this, get to know. Fix anything with this pretty much. Got the new radiator support here. So just gonna hit this with the wire brush, maybe rust treat it. Clearly they had a similar oil leak going on, but just gonna clean it up, treat it while it's out. It's kind of got surface rust to it, just the way the other one rusted through. I want to give it as much life as it can, so may as well do that. It's raining and grim outside, so not rushing to be out there doing anything. So after I hit this with the wire brush, it looks like it's a little bit more rusty than anticipated. It had these spots in it, but fuck it, whatever. 20 quid on it, and it included the bushing. He included this bit. That's the bit there, and that was like 30 quid on its own, so it's all sweet. So that will go on. I'm gonna give it a spray, try and keep it going as long as possible, and then I think a brand new one was like 40 quid. This was like £19 posted or something, but I sent the dude an email, just let him know. So this is what I'm doing for a headlining. Yep, don't care. Well, here we go. Well, there she is. It's pretty good, to be fair. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, let's go. A little bit of 50 project. Cody Townsend, you're the boy. And I've got the headlining in the van, so that's exciting. We'll show you that in a sec. I'm gonna go downstairs. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's looking pretty good. So, I've lost one of these, and then I was fitting this one and managed to completely strip the bolt like an idiot because it wasn't in right. So this is what's going on now. Got some rainy days to kill, so 2 new wooden door handles, I think. Whoa! Little unboxing video. Mix it up, eh? Roof vent. Crystal. There we go. It's actually a lot lower profile than I thought it was going to be, so that's good. Just making some templates and just checking they're the right size and that. This isn't actually perfectly square, so when I draw the one on the roof it won't use this, but it's just for rough positioning and that. So that's roughly what we need to cut in the roof, which is going to be scary. Some more post through this little EGR blank, you know. And in here we got some 600 grit wet and dry for sanding the primer and that once we do the body paint. Woo! There we go. Just a couple of holes to go. Ooh, yeah boy. Had this little split here along the seam, so Gorilla Glued it, sanded it down, and painted it black with a marker pen. And realistically, from a distance, can't really tell. Dreamy. So this is where the roof vent's gonna go, I think, inside the line. So I'm pretty happy with that being square. Gonna get my dad to double check it, because, you know, why not? And then need to try and make something for the inside. Inside the support in there. You know things need changing when they come out in 2 bits. Where's the pink one? Misbehaving. That's what's gonna go in. There's that rust, but the guy gave me a full return, so I'm not worried. Put it in. When it breaks again, get a new one. Simples. Hitting the bolts with wire wool. Put the horn bracket back on there, and then that'll go back up and be done. There we go. Oh, zoom out, focus, a bit close maybe. New radiator support in. Got 2 bushings now. 1 and 2. So hopefully that's that noise fitted. Well, I was saying I was going to show you about that gap while it's up on the ramp. Let's get a bit more light in here. Right, see this? There's the new flex pipe in there, right? And when I had to cut the old one off, I had to cut it through this gap here. Like this. Obviously these are not a saw, but yeah, that's how I had to cut that off. So that took ages. I can't get these pogs out, so cable ties it is. Check, 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 check. And because I took the bottom supports off, I just used cable ties up here around the inlet pipes just to hold that up. So cut that and that. Job is a good one. He'll have to go, Neil will have to go back up on the ramps one more when we do the oil, and that's it. It's almost all mechanically done now, and it's just the pretty bits. Oh yeah! Just cutting these out now. It's 2 more to go, and that would be for the roof. 39 is this point to this point here, and my brother brought the chops all around, which is making things much easier. Dreaming. Here's the frame. All done. It's not perfect. It's close enough for what it is. So now, next is to do the roof, and then I'll have to recess. Oh, you can't see anything, can you? Bring you in. So I'm gonna cut the roof, and then we'll we'll mark these ribs onto that, and then just jigsaw the ridges out so it sits flush. Oh, God. And then jigsaw the ridges out of here so it sits flush. There it is. So I cut this inner line, and then Sam lent me these big shears to come and do it neatly along the edge. Is the master plan. See how she goes. There's the hole, just clamp that in and mark where the veins are, and then gonna trim those down so there's some breathing room. This is all trimmed up and notched up like that. Staying hydrated in the sun, which is important. I'm just gonna spray the edges now, get that all sorted out. Just hit it with a bit of primer, make sure it doesn't rust. Clearly ran out of one primer in the middle of it, so shit happens. Times like this, gotta make sure you stay hydrated. Number one is the most important thing about a project and cooking. Hydration. And garage. Party timing. Got the butyl tape all sorted out, double layers down there and that, and then once it like squeezes down, I may just push it down with my finger or whatever to hit some of that. I'm gonna use this stuff. Did like shit because I had it, so we'll see how that goes. Well, there she is. She's in. Battery went flat at some point. Not sure when. So I don't know how much you got, but I was at commit point. It's all in. Not the neatest bit of silicone in, but there's plenty of it. So that's what we want. Make sure it's in the right way. It says front on it that way. Check it out. So that's good. And then tomorrow we'll tackle this roof, I guess, and all that stuff up there that needs doing. So she is on the inside, and then the way it works is the cladding will come all the way up to this edge here. So I'm gonna probably figure out attaching another one of those, maybe just glue one in here to attach to, would probably work. And then you got one going on there. Yeah, she's all good. Tried to get a load of silicone up in there as well. I may come in with the mastic tomorrow and get more in there, because I've got some extra mastic stuff. But yeah, there it is. Just in the process of sorting the roof. Someone had like painted it all by hand and just getting rid of these rust spots and all of that. It doesn't have to look too pretty because it's obviously the roof, but just getting it sorted. Where we at? So treated all of the surface rust just on the sill. Got the first little bit of primer on up there. Gonna go do a second coat. Cruising through little bits. So I got that. Whoa! Put your foot on the edge, mate. Got the roof all primed up. Ran out of primer, and some of it was a little bit patchy, but I'm gonna get some more. And then this seam here, I think I'm gonna re-caulk this seam when I'm all done. I've got a load of caulk lying around, do that. We've got a couple of studs in the wall. Need to probably put another 2 up the top, but that's it. I'm only gonna go for that. This is for the work surface to come out of here. 630 high, and then I figure out where the shelves are going to come down to. It'll probably be about as high up in here as it can go, you know. So for visualization purposes, that's roughly how high the counter's going to be. And I built that to cover that. The bed's going to go. Oh, actually, that could go lower. Oh, I've been a bit of an idiot. I just ended up rebuilding that like just this much shorter, just for the headroom and that. But obviously, it needs to be a certain height for it to be comfy to sit on as well. So, yeah, that's just a rough idea there. And then I think the seat will come back to about there when it's folded up. Give you a little bit of room to work back here. So that's where we're at. There's some running around to do today. Need to go screw fix, buy some jigsaw blades or collect some jigsaw blades. Another bit of wood from Wicks. Halfords for our last bit of primer. Got so there's a top of a pallet. Check this out, crazy pallet. Ply top, no slats. So just gluing up some of that. Some PVA for the surf rack on the wall. Right, wood glue and PVA glue. Right, no other glue does what it says on the tin as well as wood glue. Right, you glue 2 bits of wood together with glue, and the wood will fail before the glue. No other glues like that. Amazing. Updates. Stud at the end. Stud in the middle. Studs on the wall for surfboard rack. Just got to put these last 2 ones in here, which I'm going to try and do now. And then probably just chill out, really. Probably make the racks. Patchwork van. On go. Got the first little Wicks delivery this morning. Some more foil. So we're looking pretty foiled out now. Just waiting for the fill these holes up with some more of the stuff for the paneling. So when that comes, we'll do that. Excuse me. And then yeah, get the ceiling all in, and then maybe get the ribs in and stuff this afternoon. But we're waiting on our delivery slot of 8 AM till 7 PM because people like to waste your time like that. Sick. Got my Wicks delivery, rest of the insulation, some cladding in that. Need to get these bits filled. But I don't understand this, like this gun my dad's got, right, is useless. Nothing of these fits in it. Look. They're all just a bit short, so you got to push them and then cut them, and it's just annoying. Terrible.
You know what I mean? Like the 2 of them are over there, they're going to be in pin.
All the boards are in. Couple of beams holding a few bits up while the glue dries. Get the spray foam in. No nonsense, brother. Don't take nothing. So I'm gonna get that in, and then I'll work on all the beam framing, and then maybe get some cladding done this afternoon. Yo. All foamed up. Let that set. Spray foam is like the nastiest stuff ever. I hate it. It's grim. Need to clean up the snowfall. We've got this left over here. I think I may box up this wheel arch with it because it's here, and then save it and don't know, use it for something. But yeah, it's looking a bit different now. Yes sir. So the insulation done. Oh, I put a flat battery back in the camera. What a dick. Ooh. On to the next bit. First few roofing panels going in. On the garage vibe. Battery went flat yesterday. Too lazy to get a new one. Roof's pretty much done. Need to get a little slot in there, but I'll wait for that. This is the piece de la resistance in the corner here. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, framed up this wall. Gonna tackle that now, I think. Haven't figuring it out. Go from there. Another wall. Oh, got this sort of bottom half of the door all sorted, but because these are all offcuts from this, I'm now out of offcuts for that. So I need to go and get some more wood. Tomorrow maybe. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, just this side to go. And that little section down there. I'm just going to leave this gap here. I'm not that worried about it because it's going to be covered up anyway. So mostly I've just done this. So when you open the cupboards and that and in between it just all looks the same. Basically, gonna go around and clean a few of these up. I think just where some of them don't sit flush, they need like a little bit more of a sink and that. Sticky outy bits, do that. That's my job, and then rib this other side in. I think is what I'm gonna do this afternoon. Haven't pulled the camera out much for this. This side's pretty good. Boxed on, framed up there. The edge again. And then just need to I'm kind of making it, trying to show you, I guess. Climb on in here and do an elegant spin the long way. I can only turn right. So I'm building like an edge basically to cover up this edge here, and then I'll do one across the top there as well, and then it'll kind of be boxed in, and then I'll probably just get some wood on here quickly down here for some offcuts, and then frame this in as well, and then it'll be looking sweet. I'm thinking like gaps like this I'm gonna cork. I'll cork the gaps, and maybe the edges up here as well. May cork these, and we just probably crisp them up. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. I could even cork in these if we really fancied getting technical, but it's maybe a bit of a waste of money. But yeah, we're good. And the weather's gone grim, so we're backed right up to the garage. Woo! I'm working in here like this. Nice. Alright, end of the day. Oh, this is done. Just corked all these edges. They can look a bit prettier. So those are done. Corked that one to seal it off. Corked down here. These edge pieces here took quite a while, really. All the way up there and then all the way at the top. But those are all in. That's what I've been working on. Got some wood more just for back there. And the door there, and then this door here. Hopefully I bought like 3 packs, I'm thinking that should do it. I don't know, it's difficult to say really. Yeah, get that done, and then we'll be looking good with the first bit of wood over here. Carried that back from Wickes today, that was good fun, and some nice big hefty screws for that, and then we're good to go. Keep moving forward. Oh, that's the update. Then cork set next day. Looking good in there. I've made this frame here, like these, and this will go in there now. So I removed the foam out of there and I've just foiled up the back of it properly, and that's going to go in there. And then the way it's going to work is I'll just clad up to it, so it's going to make the cladding a bit easier, and I'm going to mount it into there with some spacers and get that nice and level. And then once you put the fascia up to it and that, then it will just be a little cupboard almost. Give you a little bit of extra storage. Just off level, and the van is just at the forward point of level. Oh yeah. Right, that's it for now. Gonna go and maybe make the edit. I'm gonna work on the ski edit because I'll start doing that. Got this in, and then that'll be like fasciaed up, and it will all be hidden in the wall. I think I may just take this edge down here a bit though. I may do that. I'm all packed up now. Yeah, go on, I may just hit this. Just gonna take, I don't know though, like, shit, just take some of that edge down maybe. I'm gonna wait, let's see. Leave it for the day. Done. But yeah, just waiting on some cladding.